All right. So welcome everybody. Welcome. Okay. So let's stay put till 5:05. Then we'll start properly. Stay waiting for more persons to join in. Welcome. For those that are joining in now, welcome. We'll start very soon. Okay. Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining in and sticking to this time. So welcome to the HLP session titled Personal Branding and Professional Reputation, right? So today we are going to be diving into branding, and very sure we have a very super person for that role, the person of Ogene Fejiro Gulaga. So once again, you are all welcome to this ALP session, right? So we'll just start in. We'll be having the safety moment. So before the safety moment, I would like to recognize the person of engineer Helgene, the past YP chair for SP Warrior Section, and currently the sponsorship chair. Welcome, sir. Thanks for joining in. So we'll be having the safety moment, and that will be taken by Rodney from Kenyatta University, Kenya. Rodney, please confirm you're on the call. All right, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's LP session. So, yeah, before we begin, I'll take you a brief moment to go over a few safety and etiquette guidelines to ensure a smooth and professional session for everyone. So the first first of all, we are going to review the ground rules, and the first one is about how you're going to use your mic. So during the session, you're supposed to mute your mic when not speaking. When given a chance to speak, you'll use it. The second one is if you have any issue, if you have a burning question, you raise up your hands so that you'll be given the chance to speak. Yeah, so the third one is ensure that you can still hear the fire alarm with your headset. So if you are having earphones or any form of headset, so ensure that your environment is well okay in case of emergencies. And also, if you have any question on how you're going to use the chat box, any comment, any question, use the chat box to, we'll follow up on that. And then also maintain a good sitting posture to ensure you get maximum information from this session and you will benefit from this. Be alert and aware of your environment with where you are listening and you're connecting from. So yeah, and lastly, stay safe from anywhere. As you all know that our profession deals with safety, so stay safe. Thank you. Back to you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Rodney, for the safety brief. So just to add that, please not to make the call rowdy. Whenever you have questions or whenever you have something to say, kindly use the raise your hand button or you use the chat button. So the next thing we'll be having on our agenda is the opening remark, and this will be done by the scholarship share from SP Warri section, no other person but Omo Luabi Okeogene. Please, a virtual round of applause for him. Sir, please, if you're on the call, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. I guess that's the voice of Juliana.
No, this is AB.
AB. You have a similar voice to that of Juliana. AB, thank you very much. My pleasure being here. Good evening, everyone. And thanks for inviting me to present these opening remarks. It is a pleasure, really. Yeah, so on behalf of the section, I really want to thank everyone for finding time to attend, especially those who joined in quite early. I believe some more persons will join as the program continues. So I want to welcome warmly all of you to today's session titled Personal Branding and Professional Reputation for Engineers. Yeah, thank you for taking the time to join. We are pleased to have every participant here today across the different student chapters and sections. I can see we have from NMU, we have from Kayanta, we have from IUO, and of course, SP Warri section. It's really good that we're having this kind of collaborations across chapters and sections. It's a very good one, and I want us to keep on doing it because it helps us break the boundaries and it helps us present Africa as one united continent. Your presence here reflects the strength of the SP community, actually, and our shared commitment to professional growth. You would realize that many years ago, what used to happen is companies and people would employ organizations to do their branding for them. One of the most critical elements that companies look at for is reputation of their organizations. Every company wants to protect their reputation. So they engage big companies to actually do this branding and reputational laundry for them. Yeah, but that used to happen. That still happens to date. But now, what the world has provided for us is a useful tool where we can use what we can use to actually brand ourselves, to put ourselves out there, and to improve our reputation before employers, before business owners, and before peers, colleagues, and a huge network of people. So what we're having today is someone who is an enigma in that space, the person of Kulaga Ogunefeju. I call her the federal government FG. She's an enigma in using that tool to actually put herself out there. She's got a lot of followership, if you know her very well. So this is a good opportunity, really. This program is coming timely and important. I believe it would equip us with practical insights on how you as engineers can intentionally shape your personal brands while upholding the ethics, professionalism, and excellence that define our profession. Today, technical competence alone is not enough to keep you out there. You must put yourself out there. And that's another reason why we are having this program. Fejiro, you're welcome. We believe you will do good justice to this topic. You will dissect it for us. I hope this session will be recorded. Yes, it's already been recorded for the purpose of those who would not have the opportunity to attend. I actually wanted to stay to the end, but I just got some information that a friend needs my help. So I'll be leaving, but I'll look forward to the recording later so I can listen to it and also learn from what Fejiro would be doling out to us today. I'd like to appreciate the leadership of the section and the different student chapters for putting this together. Thanks, everyone, and special thanks to Juliana for the good work that you are doing. ALP for me is one avenue that helps in really, really giving back to the student community. There are a lot of our students who are not part of ALP. You would see the difference between those and those people who usually attend ALP. Those who attend ALP have a level of awareness more than the others. And it helps you when you get into the industry, because in a very great deal, it gives you that situational awareness, helps you know what's already happening in the industry to a level, to an extent. And when you enter, you can seamlessly blend with the workforce that you meet there. So it's always encouraging to attend ALPs. Let's invite our friends, well wishers, every time we have these ALPs so that we can all have a nice time and increase our awareness. Thank you all very much for this opportunity. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for learning. And I wish all of us a very wonderful program to the end. Thanks, everyone, and bye for now.
Thank you very much, Mr. Okiogene, for that opening remarks. We really appreciate you. My name is Teresa Richard, and I am the Vice President of the Society of Petroleum Engineers, Kenyatta University Student Chapter. And before we get into the icebreakers, I would like to recognize the presence of the ALP lead, Ms. Juliana Oj, the speaker, who is Ogene Fejiro Golaga, and the CT lead, Paul Alabi, and William Okon, who is a YP member. We really appreciate your presence. Thank you so much for joining earlier on. So I want to introduce Onyenibeji Ekene for the icebreaker session. Thank you very much.
Please, Ekene, please confirm you're on the call.
I'm on the call. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Oyinbeji Ekene. I'm the publicity chair for SPEIU chapter, and I'll be taking the icebreaker session. This session is just to help us shake off our nerves before we start our topic. So I'll be reading some questions, and please, I encourage you to use the chat box to answer. We need the session to be very interactive and vibrant. So don't be shy. Just drop your answer in the chat box and I'll read it out loud. First question. When people mention your name, what do you hope they know you for? Please, I think we need about a minute to a minute is even too much, but let's give ourselves a minute to write down our answers in the chat box and I'll be reading that. Okay, I'm seeing some answers already. Thank you, thank you. Ali Maguzi says honesty. William Ocon says impactful. I'm sorry if I don't pronounce his name right, but I think it's Jax Jax Hangi says diplomatic. Wow, you all are that's very good opinions for people to have about you. Impressive. So for time, we'll move on to the next question. Oh, and Obasi Prince who says humble. Next question. What do you think people actually know you for right now? Again, a minute to drop our answers in the chat box and I'll be reading it out. Ebi Bobomi says ALP. I don't know what that means. Can you expatiate on that? Then Ali Maguzi says aggressive. Wow. 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 From honest to aggressive. That's a jump. Martins NMU says my height. You're tall. I'll be your short. Sean. Then Juliana OJ says soft voice. Oh my God. All right. I'm loving the responses. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is there anyone else, or else we'll be moving to the next question? Oh, but the princess was on serious. Are you for real? Okay. Thank you so much. So we're moving to the next question. Do you have a LinkedIn profile? Okay, this shouldn't take long. Yes or no? Yes. Jack Hangi says, yes, I do. Pisa says, yes, I do. Ebi Bobomi says, yes. Obasi Prinsu says, yes. Janet Ade Sujo, sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name right. Yes, I do. Ali Maguzi says, sure, I do. Juliana Uj says, yes. Joy Okoro says, yes, I do. Teresa Richard says, yes. And Ebenezer Undukwe says, yes, I do. Wow. Everybody has a LinkedIn profile. Okay, that's nice. Okay. So that was nice. Everybody's top-notch engineers. Next question. If your LinkedIn headline had only 5 words, what would it say? Our time starts now. Please leave your answers in the chat box. If your LinkedIn headline had only 5 words, what would it say? Ali Maguzi says, hire me for your progress. Wow, that's very, what's the word? I don't know the words to use, but it's nice anyway. Hire me for your progress. I like that. Then Ali Maguzi is the only one that's responded. I thought we were giving it hot. I liked you guys' response before. Please, I need more responses. If your LinkedIn headline had only 5 words, what would it say? Obasi Prince says software engineer and political enthusiast. Thank you. Okay. I'm not seeing anyone else. But my LinkedIn profile would say energy enthusiast and public speaker, I think. Energy enthusiast and public speaker. So thank you all for your time and your responses. It's been a very interactive session with you. I don't know, do we have another question? Okay, yes. Who's a professional you admire and why? Okay, please leave your answer in the chat box. And while we're waiting for your answers, I would like to respond my own answer. I think one professional I admire is Courtney Kelly. She's a civil engineer from Houston, and I admire her because she was part of she lectured in an ASCE seminar that I attended, and I really enjoyed her lecture. So she's one of the professionals that I really do admire. Now, we have an answer from Teresa Richard, who says Michelle Boyd. Again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. If I'm not, apologies. Any other professionals that we admire? Elon Musk, wow. Everybody admires Elon Musk. Ebi Bobomi says Elon Musk. Is there any other person that we admire? There are lots of professionals. Yo, please, Jim Ron. Ali Maguzi says Jim Ron. And Obasi Principal says Steve Jobs. Sorry if my background is a bit noisy. Do we have anyone else? Okay. First question, what's your unique value prop? What's something that you have that other people will be grateful for you to offer? Okay, before that, Ngozi Monique says Ngozi Okonjo Iweala for the last question. Please respond to this question. What's your unique value prop? What's the thing that you offer that people would be grateful for? Your unique value prop. I think mine is critical thinking. I'm a critical thinker. That's my unique value prop. So you guys don't have a unique value prop. What's going on? Okay. Thank you, Ali Maguzi. He says effective multitasking. Obasi Prince, who says honesty and problem solving. Fisa says multitasking. Okay, we have effective multitasking, we have honesty and problem solving from Obasi Principal, we have Fisa with multitasking, we have Ebi Bobom. Oh my God, this is long. He says, I'm an engineering student, an emerging energy professional with a strong interest in how technology, leadership, and people connect. Over time, I've led students and professional initiatives and require translating complex technical ideas into clear conversations, impactful events, and real collaboration. I'm particularly interested in energy innovation, digital tools, and environments where learning and problem solving matter. I bring clarity, structure, and purpose to whatever team I'm part of, and I'm always eager to learn while contributing meaningfully. Beautifully said. Thank you. Janet Adeshujo says attention to detail, technical curiosity by Trisha, and Joy Okoro says teamwork and honesty. Thank you very much for your answers. Moving on, do we have a next question, please? And Jack Tangi says teamwork and very funny in group. We love humor. Okay, thank you for your time and thank you all for making this session very interactive. I remain Oyinbechi Ekene and I'll be handing over to the next person for introduction and can speak.
Thank you so much, Ekene, for giving us an interesting icebreaker. We've truly gotten to know each other virtually. So the next section is introduction of the guest speaker, and that will be carried out by Obasi Principal, who is a student member from SPE IUO chapter. Obasi, please take over.
Good evening, everybody. I'll be taking over to introduce our able guest speaker in the person of, please, next slide, Ugene Fejiro Kolaga, popularly known as FG, the founder/director of Lecture Hub, an e-learning platform connecting Nigeria, Cameroon, Ghana, India, Indonesia, and Libya, has built a community of over 800 members passionate about growth and learning. Her experience in the oil and gas industry spans midstream, downstream, and consultancy roles. Notably, she led the publication of NAPE's Petro Focus magazine as editorial chief, achieving a 19-year milestone. With her involvement in energy news editorial enthusiasm, she joined a professional community known as LinkedIn in 2019 and has demonstrated doggedness in building her professional online presence and visibility in the oil and gas industry to a global community. Her page has inspired and landed some of her followers connections, opportunities, and she manages her account of over 27,000 plus followers while sharing her experience in the energy space. Driven by innovation and sustainability, FG currently works as a laboratory technician with SLB, exploring and optimizing slurries, cement fluids for well completion, supporting cleaner fossil fuel production. Next slide, please. She has worked with her team in delivering high-quality cementing jobs through robust fluid design for over 40 wells, 25 rigs, and different projects such as HPHT linear cementation jobs. She has published multiple papers and she's committed to R&D with her recent publication on the effect of cement slurry contamination in cementing jobs. FG is dedicated to community impact, exemplified by her 3.4 million naira project installing solar-powered LED streetlights, benefiting 1,000 plus community members. Her efforts earned her a chieftaincy title in Amechi, Ebonyi State, and the most prestigious recognition from the Federal Republic of Nigeria as an ambassador of the NYSC, coupled with an educational scholarship covering up to her PhD level. She's a graduate of the Petroleum Institute, Training Institute Forum, and during her studies, she served as the Petro Quiz team lead, which inspired her team to the quarterfinals. She also mentors, inspires, and drives positive change within her environment. She sounds like a very wonderful and inspirational person to look up to. In fact, an amazing mentor. I can't wait to get what we learned from her today. I'd hand over to the moderator. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Principal, for that. That was a very expansive and very interesting introduction of our guest speaker. Before she takes she takes over, I would like to request. This is a request from. It's a request from the organizers. Can the students please rename themselves with their school? For example, if you're from Kenyatta University, make sure you can rename yourself for Kenyatta University, just for the purpose of like finding out how many are we represented in the call. And then, right, I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of time so that you can do that. And then I would like to welcome our honorable guests, Ogene Fejiro Golaga. Please unmute your mic and grace us with your presence.
Hello, everyone.
I'm not so sure we can hear you. Can you hear us? Can you hear me?
Very much.
Okay, let's just wait for her to. Okay, I see her.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Please confirm if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. And I hope I can still be audible, like you can still hear me. So, good evening, everyone. And I hope we had a great day for some people that have closed. And I hope we're having a great day as for those that are still at the office. So I'm Ogenefe Jiro. Sorry, let me share my screen so you see my face. Okay, Ogenefe Jiro, God's love. Thank you for the introduction and to my senior bro, Mr. Okeogene. Thank you very much for the opening remark. I sincerely acknowledge all respected persons on this call, and kudos to the ALP team for having me today. Today's session will be kind of brief from my own end because I'm still at work trying to wrap up some operations. So today's session will be very direct, and I love practical sessions. I love practical sessions. But I feel most of us, we only know of LinkedIn. If somebody is talking about professional advancement or in terms of visibility, people are always talking about LinkedIn and only LinkedIn. But today I'm going to be doing something different. And I hope you guys will forgive me, although I'm an ambassador of LinkedIn, but at the same time, it's very important that you don't always focus on one aspect, neglecting the other aspect of the other aspects of visibility in terms of professional development or career advancement. Okay, so once my screen comes up, kindly let me know the screen is up. So, and by the way, from the chat section, please can we drop our location? Let me know where you guys are joining in from today. I know we have some students from Kenya, I guess correctly, I hope so. And some other locations. So you may want to do me well by dropping your location, and maybe you can just say Nigeria. I know the Nigerian people just say Nigeria. I know. As William is joining for me, I see that I know that he's in Nigeria. Anyways, no problem. We'll handle that offline. So let me share my screen and we kickstart. Kindly confirm if you can see my screen. Can anybody hear me? Okay, I think nobody wants to speak to me, so I'll wait till maybe somebody is saying something.
We can see your screen and we can also hear you, Ogenefe Jiro.
Okay, so I will need maybe a feedback at any point in time, just in case to be sure that my screen is still visible and you can still hear me, just in case of network. Thank you. Okay, so today's session is more about personal branding and professional reputation, and not only for engineers, because we might have some other persons that are part of this call that also want to know more about personal branding. I got a story, more like a story from a friend who was like, he's not getting the visibility that he or she required. And the whole thing is, we usually think if we know something, if we are good at something, we should be hidden, like we should hide ourselves. I got to see something from the scriptures which says if you want to do something bold, you have to be out there.
You have to show people that you're actually doing something great. And that is one thing about personal branding. It's not about you just being competent alone and not having the visibility that could promote your competency, but also bringing out yourself at the same time, contributing to your space of industry. For me, I'm directly into the energy industry. I'm practicing my engineering degree, and it's one beautiful thing about the industry. And when I get to analyze most of my experiences in terms of movement from one form or from one stage to another, I noticed personal branding was very paramount in my journey. And for today, it will be more about yourself. Be yourself, be different, be responsible. From what is on this screen now is telling us that we should be responsible, we should be different, we should be ourselves, like be remarkable, be authentic. One thing people see personal branding as, they see it as an avenue to, I will use dupe, something like you want to cheat somebody, of which is not the right way to personal branding. So for today's segment, I'll be dividing the sessions into 3 segments, more of the personal branding. I'll talk about what is personal branding, what are the branding tools, because everybody is talking of LinkedIn. What are the branding tools? Is LinkedIn the only branding tool for petroleum engineers, or for engineers, or for those in the energy industry, or for those in the marketing, HR and the rest? No, LinkedIn is not the only tool that we know for branding. And I'll also talk about professional reputation. It's not enough to be on the public space alone, but it's very, very critical to guide your personal reputation and, more importantly, your professional reputation. So they have introduced me. I'm Ogene Fejiro Gulaga. Thank you for pronouncing my name correctly. I'm Ogene Fejiro Gulaga, and I'm a petroleum engineer in terms of my degree of qualification. I'm also the founder of Lecture Hub. Lecture Hub, you can see the logo up there. It's more like a community that enhances the visibility of students, provide opportunity to students, young professional, graduates, even professionals, more like a link between the industry and the academia. That is more about Lecture Hub. So for me, people call me more like a LinkedIn influencer, but I'm not really a LinkedIn influencer, let me say so, because a LinkedIn influencer is more like someone that's do or die LinkedIn, like do or die. You can't survive without LinkedIn. And me, I can survive without LinkedIn. I can even go offline for 6 months without LinkedIn and nothing will happen to me. So I'm not per se personally, but based on public opinion, I'm known as LinkedIn influencer. But what is my brand? Because people are like, you're LinkedIn influencer, but what do they know me for? I overheard the questions that say, if you are to browsing, like if you are to type your name on Chrome, what will be the first thing that will pop out? And funny enough, the first thing that will pop out is my LinkedIn page, my LinkedIn account, before you see other things. So my brand is my oil and gas experiences, how I have journeyed from more aspects of the industry, from the downstream to the midstream to the upstream to consultancy to servicing to HRO. All these experiences makes up my brand. And what is the branding tool I use is LinkedIn. I use LinkedIn. Recently, I had an issue with my LinkedIn security, and I will talk about that. Is anybody drawing my attention? Okay. So I will talk about security, because it's not enough to be putting your information on the public space or the professional space without safeguarding your identity or your credentials. So now let's go into personal branding directly now, because I don't want to talk too much and at the same time not achieve the purpose of this presentation. So what is personal branding? Personal branding is just like how you position yourself or let's say how people know you. what people know you for, what are your skill set, what if somebody is to mention my name, this is Fejiro, you don't know Fejiro, somebody will be like, what is Fejiro known for? Who is she? Like, and somebody will be like, you don't know that girl on LinkedIn. So it's because somebody has built a brand that is not easily recognized for somebody to understand that person. So it's about taking responsibility over how you present yourself. I love this comment by Nicole. It's about talking about responsibility, how you put yourself out, how you put yourself in, how you put yourself in meetings, in organizations, in everything you do. It's about taking responsibility over how you present yourself out there. And I highlighted this portion of my presentation because I wanted to read it. I want to read it out to the audience. Personal branding is a conscious and intentional effort to create and influence public perception of an individual by positioning themselves as an authoritative figure in the industry. Like when you bring out yourself, people will be like, this girl is good in this industry. Like if you talk of Fejiro now, you are maybe talking about the oil and gas industry, elevating their credibility. Now I'm telling you the benefit of professional or the benefit of professional visibility. It elevates your authenticity. It also gives you this public figure that if they need a subject expert in a particular aspect of the industry, you can write to this specific person, and also differentiating themselves from the competition. We have over 1 million people on LinkedIn. So how do I differentiate myself from those people? That was how I came about the experiences. If you carefully observe LinkedIn, some people are there to share their experiences, some are there to share their businesses, like what their business are into. Some of them are to make profit, some of them are into virtual assistants, some of them are into like public speaking, some of them are just sharing job opportunities or recruitment opportunities. And with this, it tends to increase the circle of influence and have a larger impact on the person. So that is the basics of personal branding. So from these basics now, we will now dive deeper into how this personal branding is a great factor in helping us to optimize our professional visibility. So for the branding tools, you can see I had to use the LinkedIn, the one that the person is carrying a load on his shoulder, because almost everybody is carrying LinkedIn on their shoulder. Like, if you are not on LinkedIn, you are not achieving anything. If you are not on LinkedIn, if you are not posting, if you are not writing, I'm happy to share, I'm happy to do this, I'm happy to do that, I got a job, I did that, I do the, if you are not doing those ones, it means you are not on LinkedIn. But if you are posting, I'm happy to share, I'm happy to this and that, you're on LinkedIn. But when I joined LinkedIn in 2019, it was all about this. Everybody is always happy to share something, and it makes you feel as if you are not happy to share your own. So it's just very, very, how will I put it? More like tough for some people that are yet to find their foot. So for other branding tools, we have the Facebook. We have Pinterest. Pinterest is more like a visual platform. People share their own personal tools, like graphic designers. They use Pinterest to share flyers, to share designs. Please, I hope I'm still communicating with everyone here. Let me see a thumb up or maybe a chat, your favorite emoji. Please, let me see. So I'm sure I'm not talking to anybody. I'm sure I'm not seeing reactions. Nobody is sending any chat, so I'm assuming nobody. Okay, thank you. So, like what I was saying, Pinterest is a branding tool majorly for the designers or maybe for graphic. Then we have Facebook. I'm not a fan of Facebook, so Facebook is also there. We have Instagram. Instagram is some people's favorite tool, not even LinkedIn itself. Then we have, I use this outdated emoji for Twitter. So Twitter now is now X, and X is very interesting. Not for me. So like for some set of people, X is their favorite platform. But as simple as it is, it's not simple. It's not a simple tool to use. But when you go on Twitter, you see people sharing useful information or maybe scholarships, employment, selfless services, documents. There is this person, Temitope, on Twitter, is very helpful in terms of even all the scholarship cafe is also on X, and this is also a branded tool that people are here to maximize. So apart from the branded, apart from X, we have YouTube. YouTube is very, 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 very. If there is a good way you want to document your journey, you can easily document that using YouTube. You just start videoing yourself and you keep it on your phone or on your archive. And when you come back to it, you kind of see, okay, this was how I've grown from this level to this other level. Then I had to add Dribbble. Dribbble is very, I don't know if anybody knows Dribbble. Dribbble is more like a platform where these product designers, all these UI UX personnel, they do their website designs, I mean the frameworks or the frame, and they upload them on Dribbble to get more connections. There's Upwork also. Nobody is mentioning Upwork. There's Upwork, but these are more freelancers that uses this platform. Then this emoji, this last emoji that is a rabbit, who can tell me the platform's name? The emoji that is a rabbit, who can tell me what it stands for? What platform is that? What platform is that? What platform is that? Who can tell me? Okay, so I've seen AB. AB said it's GitHub. Yes, you're very correct. This is for the programmers, for the machine learners, all the AI, all the people that will not allow people to hear word. These are the this is the platform where they go to upload their project. This GitHub is very, 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 very important, especially if you are looking for opportunity in machine learning or in artificial intelligence. It enables you to upload your project, enables you to get interactions between other programmers. So I'll move further now to the next one on my slide. So the next one is, how do you build a brand? I mean, my charger. How do you build a brand? The first thing you want to know is the knowledge. What are you knowledgeable about? I remember sharing this presentation during the students' conference. Sorry, let me plug my device. I remember sharing this build a brand during one of the students' conference, and it was very engaging. So what are you knowledgeable about? Me, I'm knowledgeable about the oil and gas industry. I love my experiences. I know people are out there wanting to know how they can triumph, or how they can transit, whether out or in of the industry. So that is what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about the oil and gas industry. Trust me. Then you want to know your audience. Who are your audience? Like, who do you want to get interactions from? Who are you writing your content for? Who are you presenting to? Who do you want to read your stories? Apart from that, you go over to the creative solutions. What type of content do I want to share? Do I want to do video? Do I want to do audio? Do I want to do newsletters? Do I want to do more of content posting? Do I want to do more of a podcast? more like channels, all these things. I'm giving you this how to build a brand, not only on LinkedIn. I'm using this as a framework for LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, even YouTube. This you can use this to set up a channel on YouTube. So after that, you want to assess what you want your brand to achieve. At the end of the day, what do you want to achieve? What do you want to be known for? Then you want to know the place. Okay, now I've gathered my knowledge, I know my audience, I have the solution, and I've been able to assess my brand. What platform do I want to use? Do I want to use LinkedIn? Do I want to use Twitter? Do I want to use Instagram? I've seen a lot of engineers using Instagram to the best of their knowledge, and it's really paving way for them. I've seen a lot of engineers using YouTube to document, like just to do videos of, let's say, spend a day with a petroleum engineer, spend a day with a rig worker, spend a day with all these things. It's more like gives the vibe that this person can contribute value to the body of knowledge. That you want to know your network language. How will you best communicate your ideas to your network? How will you best communicate your ideas to your audience? Okay, so before I come back here, I want to show, I have just 2 slides left. So before I come back, I want to go to my LinkedIn page and show us practically what most of the stuff is about. Okay, so I'll stop sharing and I will share again. Okay, at this point, I think I will share my entire screen. Please, you can let me know on the chat box how this presentation has been so far. Kindly confirm if you can see my screen. Okay, somebody said we can. Okay. Okay, I would prefer we can use the chat more often, please, because I think I spend much time waiting for a confirmation before going ahead. Then if this presentation is also boring, you can still let me know. Maybe it's not interesting the way you want it to be, then I can spice it up a little. But so let's go ahead with the LinkedIn page. So this is my LinkedIn account. I've grown this account for the past 4 years, let's say 4 to 5 years. And so this is more like the profile section of the account. This is more like the profile section of the account. And if you want to develop your account, it's simple. You just need to make sure that you have a good header. This is the header photo. This is my profile photo. Profile photo should be clear, very clear. Smile. Nobody is owing you money. Smile. Then your name, your information. This place is very, very important. I used to see people, student of this, student of that. Please, even though you're a student, you can make here to be more of your interest. What are you interested? Like what interests you? Is it energy? Is it data science? For me, I just use this part to explain the courses I have. I am into the energy industry. I have a certification in data analysis. I currently work as a construction flow technician. I'm a petroleum engineer based on my first degree. I love the SDGs. I'm into UI UX, more like I have a certification in product design and I also have a certification in project management. So if you are finding this section difficult, just pick out some of your core certifications and place it there on your page. Then this is more like I think this is a public profile. So more like you see everything about my page. For me, these are the analytics. This is what actually shows if you are growing on LinkedIn or if you are not growing on LinkedIn. This page is what we call the analytics. The analytics tells us how well are you performing in terms of visibility, how well are you performing in terms of the audience, like how many audience have you been able to reach out to. For me, I've not posted this year. I've not done serious stuff on my page this year. So it's more like this post impression means how many people have seen your post, how many people saw your post, not really engaged. They may not engage, but they must have seen it. Then this means how many number of people have been able to view your profile. So you can see about 1,000 plus have gone to view my profile for the past 90 days. Then how many people have searched on me? Search for me means you go on LinkedIn search button and you type my name, Golaga Ogene Fejiro. So this will tell you, oh, 103 people have searched for me. Like even without me asking for them to, even without me asking them to search for me, they have done that. Then this is the number of followers, how many I've been able to get so far. So for this analytics is more like a tracking system to know how well you're doing with your profile. For the about, it should be simplified. For me, it should be simplified, very simple. The about is more like what you can do, your personality, what you can do, your skill set, what people should know you for, and what are the opportunities you are open to. That is more of the about. Then apart from the about, we have the services. My LinkedIn page is not like the student setup, is more like an advanced setup. This is more like me having to use LinkedIn for money, like monetizing my LinkedIn accounts. So for example, I render services such as presentation design. I do presentation design, I do public speaking. So anybody can contact me to do a resume for them, and it will appear on my portfolio here. So this is more like a service page of LinkedIn. Then outside the service page, we have the featured. The featured are more like my important, not like all my posts are not important. These are more like my most all the posts are significant, but there are some posts that hit strategically, let's say so. Some posts hit strategically. So if somebody is to come up and just search for me, what would be the first thing they want to see about me? And I love this, my first post. I posted this 3 years ago when I've not entered into the oil and gas industry. It was more like a joke post, but it got a lot of reactions. So these are more like very featured posts. If you are into project and the rest, you can put your project post, your project content as your featured post to enable people know, okay, this person, you can trust this person in this particular operation or in this particular aspect. So I'll move over to the last 2 segments. Please, can you let me know how many minutes I have left, so I don't go overboard. Then outside the featured post, we have the activity. Activities are more like what I've been doing for the past days, more like engaging on people's posts and the rest. So down to my experience. Experience is what you have done, what you're doing. So for me, my experience started, when did I even start my experience? So my experience started when I was doing my IT at Oil Refining and Petrochemicals. This was my first internship opportunity. So if you want to add experience, it's very simple. I think this is not a LinkedIn short course. This is a professor. Sorry, let me just run through. The way I'm taking it as a short course. I'm so sorry, apologies. So for this is just my experience, my internship experience. Then from there to my internship. This is my 1-year internship. This is summer internship. This was a leadership role, but I considered it to be an experience because it's something that gives you the opportunity to demonstrate leadership to the core. You can consider it to be an experience. Then from here, this is more like a short course I did, still my experience. So this is the experience section of my page. Then from the experience, we have the educational section. The educational section is the school you went to. I went to PTI, the school you went to, the course you did, the grade. You may not want to put the grade. For those that have first class, please put the grade. For those of us that did not or that don't have first class, you put your grade if you are okay with it. Then after the education, I'm just giving you the element of LinkedIn that you need to optimize. After the education, we have the license and certifications. So all these are more like license. All these are more like license. Then for project, for those of us that have paper publications, you can term them to be projects. You just come to your project page, then you add them up as these are more like my publications I've gotten so far. All these are my publications. They are on the SPE1 Petro. You can check them out. Then for volunteering, we have a lot of volunteers. These are more like my volunteering experiences from the LOC to what I'm currently doing. Then for the skills are more like what people should know you for. Most of the skills here are endorsed by people. People just see, okay, people have worked with you for a long time and they are like, okay, Pedro is good with paper presentation and they endorse me for it. You can see people endorse me for this. Then for the recommendation, I love the recommendation aspect because it gives the visibility that you're a good person. If you're a good person, that you're a good person. For this is I will call him my supervisor, or he worked directly as a mentor, and this was what he had to recommend about me. And this is also my supervisor. It was a senior to me, and this is my supervisor. This is my friend, and this is the first HR I worked with in the oil and gas industry. I needed her to put in a recommendation for me. So one way to enhance your visibility is putting recommendations on your profile. So with that, I've closed for the LinkedIn. So now let's go back to the presentation. So why do people find LinkedIn challenging? It's because maybe they have not gotten a job as a result of the job search. Sorry, if you want to search for a job on LinkedIn, you go to jobs, you see this box here, you go to jobs. Under the jobs, there are a lot of roles you can search for. That is why you need to optimize your profile so that the job roles that are coming are the ones that are in line with what you're looking for. So you can come here and explore job collections. You can see the jobs that are available at this point. So you can also check your preference. You improve your preference. Are you open to work? Me, I don't like that open to work on my photo. I don't like it distracting my photo quality. So I turn it off. If you're open to work and you're okay with it, you turn it on. So that is for so now let's wrap it up with the last two slides. Please confirm you can still hear me.
Yes, we can hear you. You have
Okay,
3 more
you.
minutes.
No problem. There's the last two slides. So why do people why are they still finding it challenging? Is because they have not gotten a job. LinkedIn is more like a job search. So they have not gotten a job. Okay. Please give me a minute. Let me. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm back. Where was I? Okay. Okay, so maybe someone promised them that if you join LinkedIn, you will get a job. So they have not gotten a job till now. So they are frustrated, and maybe everybody is posting, I'm happy to share. So they are discouraged that they don't have anything to be happy to share, which is very terrible because you always have something to share, whether you had a new course, you're in a new semester, you got to attend this session and the rest. So the other challenge is they have the wrong connections. LinkedIn is filtered in a way that if you're a petroleum engineer, just know most of your connections will be engineers, petroleum, oil and gas, and the rest. So probably you are a petroleum engineer and you are connecting with a marketer. Like the connection is not there, even though it is there. You understand? Some of them are oppressed. Some of them are always oppressed. If you are the kind of person that is always oppressed on LinkedIn, I'm sorry to say, LinkedIn, you are not yet ready for LinkedIn. LinkedIn is not there to be is not there to oppress you. But anytime you feel oppressed because of LinkedIn, it means you're yet to get to the stage whereby you don't even consider being oppressed. So when I started the LinkedIn in 2019, I was super oppressed. I just had to uninstall the app and left the app till I came back, and because I discovered a new purpose. So if you're on LinkedIn with a different kind of a purpose and you are expecting another purpose to merge the previous purpose you have, it will be difficult. So you have to clarify what you want from LinkedIn. What do you want exactly? So you don't always feel oppressed when someone is sharing something. Then the other one is, what are the other from this cartoon is more like they have a lot of lack of understanding of the platform. It means you don't understand the platform at all. Like you don't understand the platform. Or maybe you post and somebody is not engaging on your post. You post by 6 hours today. Before the end of the day, nobody has commented on your post. That one alone can lead to frustration. You may even end up deleting the post, which is not to be, frankly, it's supposed not to be so, because you're still building yourself. But some people will not want to hear that word. They want the post that they will post just that you will see 10 million likes, 10 million connections, 10 million engagement, 10 million impressions. No, it's gradually. So what are the benefits of professional visibility, professional branding? What are the benefits? It's visibility. Like that, if you look for me on LinkedIn, you will see me. I'm visible. If I go for a conference, you will say, I know this face from LinkedIn. Even me, people know my name when they meet me physically. I'm surprised. I was like, do you guys always cry my name on LinkedIn? And I'll go for a meeting and somebody will be like, you know me. And I'll pretend as if I'm not the one, which is not good. So it gives you that visibility. Then competency. Competency is very key in the oil and gas industry. It's super key. So if you are professional and you come out with a professional branding tool, it enhances your competency. You will not be the kind of person that is always working covered. You work covered and you come out visibly to the public, and people recognize you like, this guy is a petroleum engineer. She can do this, she can do that, she can contribute to your production, she can contribute to optimization. Then the other one is recognition and respect. I think respect is something everybody deserves. So one of the benefits of professional visibility is respect. It gives you the respect. You carry yourself with respect. You carry yourself with elegance, let's say so. Then opportunities like this. Now, if I was not good with my professional branding, the ALP share or the lead would have reached out to me that Fejiro will come and take a presentation on professional branding. No. But because I've developed to a level of consistency, and somebody can, not even only SPE, other platforms can reach out to me and say, okay, we need your expertise in sharing information to our community. Then the other one is improve your connections and widen your network. Your connections will expand. Your network will expand. And the last one is reputation. Reputation is very important. Imagine a petroleum engineer that works in the oil and gas industry for 10 years. 10 years, does not have anything to show for it apart from his salary. Does not have visibility. Nobody knows him. Nobody honors him. Nobody recognizes his efforts. Nobody even knew the company he was working for. No, that is not how it's supposed to be. You blow your trumpet so that other people can follow you to blow it very properly. So it gives And it also enhances your company. For example, if you are posting on LinkedIn properly with your company policies in place, it gives the brand that this person is working in SLB. SLB is a good company. This person is working in Total. Total is a good company. This person is doing this person is doing that. And finally is the security. It's not only about coming out in the public. It's about being safe in the public. I will go out, I'll walk along the street and somebody recognizes me, even when I want to keep my own privacy to myself. Like that is how I would call it the bad part of being visible, in the sense that you can be out in the space and somebody will be like, he recognizes you. So if it is for harm, you are exposed to harm. But if it's for good, you are exposed to good. But in all, we're always exposed to good. That is my belief system. So then the other thing is your account. Recently, my account was hacked. It was hacked. I lost my followers from 27,000 to 8,000. I lost my business account. I lost other accounts. I'm sharing this with you because it's very important that as much as you want to be out there visibly, you also want to protect your privacy. You want to protect your information. So I was able to recover it after filing a case. So it's very important that once your account is being tampered on, you file a case with LinkedIn or with the appropriate branded tool you're using for a recovery of the account. Thank you very much. I hope the presentation was meaningful, was useful, was interesting, was engaging, and it will give you the leverage to want to go back on any of your branding tools and optimize your visibility. Thank you very much for having me.
Oh, that was so amazing. Thank you so much, Ogene Fejiro Golaga, for this very informative presentation on personal branding. I personally picked out something that you said that was very imperative about personal branding, which is you said that personal branding is about taking responsibility over how you present yourself. I think that's very imperative and very good for us to acknowledge that. And I want to acknowledge the presence of Engineer Nelson, who is the SPE YP co-chair. And I'm going to welcome him right now to give the certificate to Ogene Fejiro Golaga. Thank you so much. Engineer Nelson, please unmute your mic and take over.
Okay, good evening, everyone. So Engineer Nelson is currently unable to speak because of where he is, so I'll be doing that in his stead. So could you please put up the certificate? Yeah, all right. Good evening, everyone. So my name is Paul Alabi. Yeah, the YP career and technical lead, and on behalf of the co-YP chair, I'd love to present this certificate to our speaker. The presentation was, it gave what it was supposed to give exactly, because everyone knows FG, right? You get, and I'm so glad we're able to have this. I'm really so glad we're able to have this, and as a token of our appreciation, yes, she's our very own. She has been with us since from the very beginning, right? But notwithstanding, they said it's good to give honor to whom honor is due, right? And she mentioned something in her presentation. She said she believes everyone should be, is it respected? I can't remember exactly what she used. Everyone should be respected for their works and all. And this is where we are presenting to you this certificate of appreciation in recognition of participating in our ambassador lecture program. Yeah, collaborating with the schools, the collaborating party. Thank you so much, Fejiro, and it was nice hearing from you again. And we look forward to future collaborations where you have another version to tell. Because I know last year we had something like this. There was a version for it, and this year was a whole new version. So looking forward to the next version of it. PKIU. Thank you so much, Fejiro.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you very much, Paul Alabi, for taking over from Engineer Nelson. That is very commendable. I want us to go right over to the photography and networking. Wait, sorry, not photography and networking. Can we just skip the slide to the Q&A session that will be handled by Ogunlowo Nafisat? Can we skip there?
Teresa,
Yeah.
yeah, so we'll just take the photography session because of time, right?
Okay.
Let's just take the photograph section, then we have the question and answer afterwards.
Abby, can you just take over how do we do the photography in the Zoom call? Can you do that?
All right, so thank you. We need everyone to turn on their cameras. Please, can you turn on your camera so that we can capture you? Let me do that now. My hair's rough. All right. All right, so Amos, I don't know if you could help with the photograph session. All right, so please, can we have everybody turn on their camera? Some persons are not following the rules. Please turn on your cameras. Brakemi, Benedict, Jack, Rodney, Joy, please turn on your camera so that we can take this and get done with it. What's happening? Please, can we turn on our cameras, please?
I think it's good to just be a little bit understanding. I think there's some people who are not really in a position to turn on their cameras, so
I get it.
Yeah.
Amos, were you able to capture? Okay. So I think this is okay. This is okay. Thank you. All right, thank you, everybody. You can turn off your camera now.
Okay, thank you very much for that. I want us to go into the Q&A session that will be done by Nafisat, who is the Vice President of SPE NMU chapter. Nafisat, can you please confirm that you're in the call and that you can be able to take over?
I'm on the call.
Thank you.
Hi, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here for this program. And thank you to our amazing guest speaker and everyone present. I've learned a lot actually. And I've learned about branding tools, how to build a brand, how to build a personal brand. I've learned a lot today. Please, if you have any questions, kindly signify by raising up your hand. Your favorite emoji in the chat box, please. There's a question from Corey Stella. Corey Stella. It says, how can a student balance academics, leadership, and entrepreneurship?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you come again with the question, please?
How can a student balance academics, leadership, and entrepreneurship?
Academics, leadership, and entrepreneurship. Okay. Okay, for that question, how can student balance of academics? So while I was in school, I had a lot of things. I was in leadership. I was also in my personal stuff. I was also into more like professional activities. So it just, let me take it one after the other. Academics is for you to know when to study. For me, I love evening study from 5 to 11. I don't go beyond 11 because I will sleep. I love my sleep between 11 to 5. So you know your timing in terms of study. You want to know when to study and when to sleep. And you should not feel guilty about it. Like, I know some people will be like, we have people that study for 7 hours, we have people that study for 8 hours. You know yourself. If you cannot study 7 hours, the 2 hours that you can study, let it be a quality study. Then leadership is more like you volunteering, and it also tends to build your capability. So on that aspect, you want to know the kind of leadership you want to take, the association you want the leadership from. Is it from SP? Is it from your tribe? Is it in class? Is it in SUG? You want to know the kind of leadership and what is required in terms of commitment. Therefore, entrepreneurship is very key because it gives you more like a financial opportunity. So in terms of entrepreneurship, you want to have a team that you can work with. For me, I do CV writing. I'm also in the industry. I'm also studying. I'm also doing a lot of things. So how I balance it is I just know when to do each of them. If I'm at work from 8 to 7, I know I'm focused on my job. Then from 7, when I get home, I know I'm focusing on my personal goals. So you just need to know the timing and also your strength. I hope I was able to clarify a little. Okay, thank you. I've seen the thumbs up.
Much more for the answer. Well, while you were presenting, you made mention of safeguarding our personal identity. So my own question is, how do we safeguard our personal identity?
Okay, thank you, Stella. So safeguarding personal identity is I've heard so much about this LinkedIn hacking, and I've been able to recover other people's account. Like, I know more about recovering of, because I recovered 2 of my person's account. So when I knew my account was tampered with, I knew what to do. Like, exactly. How will I put it now? I knew what to do at that point in time. So safeguarding your personal information, meaning restricting some of the information that you know the public is not supposed to know. For example, your genotype. I think genotype, there are some personal health status that should be yours alone. There are some career achievements that should be yours alone. There are some more like limiting what you go out. Somebody shared an experience with me. The person works with Seplat, and he shares an experience with me more like this LinkedIn stuff, and not only from Seplat. There are still some other organizations that I feel people should also throw out their footing on in terms of work balance, life related activities. So in terms of when someone shared a story, not from Seplat directly, but somebody was like, anytime you post on LinkedIn, the HRO calls the person, will be like, don't do that. Like, don't post that, because it's more like a company, not really more like a company, but they have a challenge, an issue why she's posting it. So you want to know what is against your company. For me, I work with SLB. I work with Slombij. If you check my profile, it's not on my profile. And that was on my own jurisdiction. I did not need any permission from anybody to put my work experience with SLB on my profile. That is my own personal goal. So even if it's not on my profile, I still know that I work with SLB. So I know what I want to, because if I'm kind of putting SLB on my page, it means any content I'm sharing, I'm liable to put my company in that kind of a box, of which I don't want to. So I know my company policies, and I know how I want to live freely without any HR calling me to tell me that you're doing this, you're doing that. And you should also know that some companies does not permit you sharing their equipment online. If you see most of my pictures, you know I take my photos strategically. I don't take pictures where I'm not supposed to take pictures. So other things are kind of specific things you shouldn't do. Then in terms of your password, your security, your login information, I would advise, if you are the public figure that needs somebody to manage your page, there's a difference between a profile and there's a difference between a profile and a page, more like a business page and a profile. So mine is a profile. Under my profile, I have my business page. But in a case whereby you want people to be managing your account, you don't need a profile, you need a page. So with that page, somebody can manage your account. But if you're not giving your login details of your profile, it means you're going against LinkedIn privacy. So that is my answer to that question. What is your plan if somebody misuses your personal info or brand identity? Should I answer this other question, or it has been answered?
I think that has been answered. Thank you.
Okay. I think I just saw another one. Please, apart
there's
from the
another
aspect
question.
of networking. Okay, apart from networking and branding on LinkedIn, what other ways and means can one improve and increase its independent success rate of its profile or personal life experience through LinkedIn in a less hard way? I think this question is contradicting, because you said apart from, okay, you said apart from LinkedIn and you're saying through LinkedIn. Maybe Champion, you want to speak so I can understand properly. Okay, it said all through LinkedIn. Okay, so for the aspect of LinkedIn, okay, it's a type. Okay, thank you. In the aspect of LinkedIn, I advise people to know why you're on LinkedIn. I have a mentee that was finding it difficult to post on LinkedIn, and she wrote to me. I was like, I want to build my LinkedIn page, but I don't know what to be posting. And I just told her, the courses you're doing is something to post about. For example, you went to class today, and today they taught petroleum production. You can make it as a post on your LinkedIn account. I'll be like, today I had an engaging session with my lecturer on petroleum production, which gave the understanding of how the oil and gas industry is so important in terms of energy revenue, energy production, energy supply, and how it affects the population. In today's class, I was able to draw the thin line between economics and the industry. That is something to post about. It must not be I went to Saudi Arabia and I got the opportunity to shake hands with the president or with the CEO or this. These are ways you can enhance. And one thing about this idea is that the courses, you will never run out of idea, because you have a note, and each of the notes has topic, and each of the pages has a topic. So you can, in the aspect of branding, if you don't want it to be less ad, you need to be posting. That is one way to understand LinkedIn. You have to post for people to know you. Then you can start with your the idea I just gave. If you are not comfortable with that idea, maybe you are learning a skill, you can start posting on the skill and your project. Then if you are not still comfortable with that one, you may want to consider sharing opportunities, like maybe sharing job opportunities, and people will tend to follow you easily because people are looking out for opportunities. I hope this one is a little bit less hard, like the way you put it. I think the last question should be Favor. I'm sorry, I'm running out of breath. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Please, my question is on visibility. I want to ask some questions because for me, I've been posting and I've also. Sorry?
No,
Hello,
I
good
can hear you. You
evening.
can go ahead.
Hello,
Okay,
good
I've been
evening.
posting. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, I've been posting and most times I DM some recruiters like in the dream come because one of my platform is that I intend to go into now is the energy industry, and I do contact some of the people I connect with in the energy industry. I send DMs and all, but I hardly get reply on the industry recruitment and all. So I want to really know how were you able to navigate your visibility to Slumberger, or was it through another means? How did you work it around? That's what I'm trying to understand, your visibility.
Okay. The last I think the second question when you said true another miss, I was just laughing because the true another miss was kind of funny. So my own story in the industry is very interesting. Like it's very, very interesting. My own journey is how do I put it? Because most of the things in the industry, sincerely, God help me, I did not struggle for them. Like I did not struggle for them. So my own journey started when I was in school. I was in school. I was very active in association. I think what I would say, majority of the people that have gone for conferences will repeat after me, be like, that is industry talk. Everybody's saying, no, this, do that, do this. So for me, I was a student, and being a student, I was very active in my department. And not only active, they knew me like, yes, this is Fejiro. So apart from being active in departments, I was very, very respectful. Like I knew my limits. I like if a lecturer is talking, I know when to talk. I know when to shut my mouth. Like there's this respect stuff. So when I was done, my first industrial exposure was in a WROPC, which is an affiliate of NNPC. So I got the opportunity to do my first internship, more like a 4 month internship with WRPC. And that was because my first mentor is my uncle, and he did the application for me. So I went to the WRPC to write the exam, to do the test, and I was fortunate enough to be admitted into their internship. Then after my 4 month internship, I went to Metrics. Sorry, I did not introduce my professional experience. I went to Metrics. From Metrics, it was somebody that told me that they are writing the exam in Metrics. Like if you are in my school, you will know that my school is the hustling school. If they just say Total is writing the exam, but yeah, people have run. Like they will just get connection. They will go to Total to go and write the exam, even though they did not invite them. So I was informed that time that Metrics is writing exam and we should come. We will no longer be taking questions. Okay, that Metrics is writing exam. So I joined the people to go and write exam, and fortunately enough, they called me and I did my second IT. Then after my IT, I went to NYS. I went back to school and finished my NYC. The story actually began when I was in NYC, and after NYC, because my NYC, I took it very seriously and I took it spiritually. Yeah, I took it seriously and spiritually. So after my NYC, and a lecturer reached out to me that there is an opportunity in the department. Will I want to go for it? Am I available? I said, sure. What am I doing in the house? And that was how I got to Greenville. I did my training. After doing my training, a mentor reached out to me with a link and told me that I should apply for this opening. So I applied for the opening. I did 2 interviews. I wrote 1 test. I did medicals, and that is how I arrived here. So not that I did more of the LinkedIn stuff, but if you want to get opportunity, you need to join. Now it's becoming, I would say it's easier because our path is expected to be brighter. So you need to join job hunting group chats.
On LinkedIn now, we're having more opportunities this year because you remember we're having a lot of merging of the oil and gas industry, Seplat, Aradel, even the new companies that have come up together. So without this, there is a whole lot of opportunities for the year. And you need to improve on your CV. You need to know what you're putting on your CV and what you're not putting on your CV, the ATS system, the tracking, and every other thing. I will not talk about CV. The ALP share will do that. And I think that is all. Is there any other thing I'm missing now? Then, volunteering. SP, I think some people's story are not complete without SP. For me, still the same thing. So volunteering with SP is good. You volunteer and you show yourself. Like if you are in worry section, you are in worry section. If you are in Lagos section, you're in Lagos section. If you are in this section, with that, you're able to accommodate yourself and impute yourself in the system. Volunteering is not like you doing side work. It's like you're doing the work and people are seeing you and be like, okay, there's an opportunity in so. We have this volunteer that is active. That is how God, like there are a lot of ways God can actually work, and that should answer your question, please. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much, Africa. Please,
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is all the questions we can take for now. Okay, thank you so much. I know that you all have so many questions for our speaker. Even I have questions for her. But just like my colleague has said, please reach out to her, connect with her on LinkedIn. Her name is Golaga Ogenefejuru. Thank you, ma. Moderator, over to you, please. Even my white picture colleague is on the call and his hand is up.
God.
Sir, please, I can't. This is my boss, so your hand has been raised. I'm sorry, sir. Sir, please, can you unmute and ask your question, sir, please? Sorry.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? Please confirm if you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
Good evening.
All right. First of all, let me appreciate our speaker, Fejiro, for a wonderful session. I was stuck in traffic, so I could not speak earlier. And it was a wonderful one. I think we've learned a lot. Personally, listening to her and also seeing how she answered the question brought a lot of memories. So I just wanted to chip in a comment as to the question that was asked. Because of some recent experiences, I found that our young professionals, especially those just graduating, most of the mistakes they make, especially on LinkedIn, right? So many times people see, there's this idea that we have about LinkedIn. LinkedIn is like an aim, a means to an end, right? The reason why they're on LinkedIn is to get a job. That's for the young professionals, or like basically to get a job, either to get a new job or to improve on the job that you are doing, to get visibility, people to know you, and all of that. But the way we approach it, if you see it from that aspect of I only want to get a job, you start making a lot of mistakes because there are a lot of things. First of all, you learn from LinkedIn. People don't even go to LinkedIn to learn. They just want to see opportunities that are there. They just lodge on the job portal and they start messaging people they feel they can give them jobs, messaging, sending DMs. Sometimes you don't need to be desperate, right? Your quality, what you can offer just needs to show. And our young professionals, because you want to, like the questions you're asking, what other means through your LinkedIn profile. You don't need to start messaging people that I'm a recent graduate, I'm looking for a job. That's all, right? What if the person goes through your profile? What can the person see that you can offer? I think that's very key. What can you offer? What are the skills that you currently own, and how are you? What are you even looking into? Because some persons, I know one of the mistakes we made. I made then was that I felt because I had this knowledge of almost everything, I can apply for any type of role with the same CV, right? So I can apply as a process engineer, as a petroleum engineer, as a digital analyst, and all of that. That's my CV, and it does not work that way. I think you should be able to streamline what you want, know what you want into what you are going for, and when you are following people, make sure that you're following the right people that can give you the edge way to where you are going to. So when you go to LinkedIn next time, you should have a goal in mind that you are not just going there to search for a job, you are going there to build yourself. And thank God, speaker has said a lot about personal branding. Let people know you for something. When you go to your page, what are you known for? Don't leave people confused. And let me just share this last experience. I'm sorry. So my recent job, when after I interview and all of that, then I think I realized that I started noticing some persons from the company viewing my profile, and I was like, what's happening? So I went to our group chat. I was like, I'm noticing something. I mean, the group chat I'm talking about is like the recruitment group that we're just there, where we're learning together, preparing for exams and interview. And other persons voiced out too. They said, that's true. I noticed this, I noticed this, I noticed this. And virtually most of the people that were noticing that their profile were being researched by people in that company got the job. So that pointed me to the fact that most top companies, after they've done all their interviews and everything they need to do, they will still go back to your profile to see. And most of the time, what they're looking for is not even, they just want to see what you are doing, because there might be competition. Maybe they might need just 5 persons and they have 10 persons that are very qualified. Okay, what else does this person offer? And for some persons, just being in SP, actively volunteering, posting content about SP can be a difference, right? So don't just focus on what you think, right? Try to maximize the opportunity of you being on LinkedIn. Don't open a page and leave it. Don't stop going to people's DM and messaging them, this is what I want, this is what I want. Make sure you are carrying value and it will help you a lot. Thank you.
Very important. Thank you so much for emphasizing on those points. Because you can't be on LinkedIn and all the time you're looking for a job. Read people's content, read their articles, subscribe to their newsletters, encourage people. If you are the type that will be on LinkedIn, you see somebody posting, I'm happy to share, you only just to like and go. It's not fair. Contribute, connect, like, congratulations, I'm looking forward to my own opportunity. Like, make it with that, people will be like, oh, who is this person? Let me check this person out. Otherwise, that people can, I don't know, you just walk out your own way and get your own because I think we take a lot of things extremely too serious, so we tend of losing some fancy things about some opportunities. So if you see somebody post something and it's something connected to you, you just drop your comment. The comment will do you a harm. The comment will only solidify a meaningful connection. And in the future, somebody will be like, oh, I remember this person that commented on my post. Let me tag this person for this opportunity. And that is how life is. You never can tell where it comes from. Thank you so much for having me. At this point, I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so, so much. I have to go back to operations. See you guys.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you, to our speaker. Over to you, moderator. Teresa. Teresa, are you on the call? Yeah.
Yes, I am.
All right, over to you.
Thank you so much, Nafisat. All right. Sorry, I thought you were saying something. Thank you so much, Nafisat, for that. That was a very nice Q&A session. Thank you so much, Ogene Federo, for giving us so much insight on personal branding. I want us to go right into the Slido quiz that will be done by Miss Juliana OJ.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. So it's time for the Slido quiz. William Okon is unavoidably absent, so I'll take that instead. All right. So please just give me a moment to share my screen. But in the interim, I will be dropping the link for you all to join. All right, please just give me a moment to share the link so you all can join. All right, and thank you to our speaker for that lecture. I'm sure everyone will have a question for our speaker. So please just follow her on LinkedIn. She's very active and who knows, she could even become your mentor. She's a very good mentor. She's a very good mentor. Okay. Please hear me. Can you hear me? Can anyone
Yes,
hear
we
me?
can.
Yes, Juliana.
All right. Sorry, you lost you off for a second. So please join with the link while I try to share my screen. Okay. So just give me a minute to do that. All right. So please click on the link um and guess what? You have first, second, and third position. So please join. You can name yourself, maybe from your school, so that we can see who's winning. Can you all see my?
Yeah, we can see your screen, but they're asking for you to resend the link to join.
The link has been shared on the chat box, so please join. Let me share it again for. All right, sorry. Hello, sorry. It's actually currently raining heavily at my location.
Juliana, please confirm you can hear me.
All right, so please join. I've sent the link. Yes, I've sent the link. The
Yeah,
network
still
keeps kicking me out.
okay.
Yes. I'm not seeing participants though. I don't know. I haven't fans join. and it's even impossible for me to switch network. Hello, good evening, everyone. Please confirm you can hear me. Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you
Yes,
loud and clear.
we can hear you.
Okay, thank you so much. Network is so bad. It's raining heavily at my location, and I don't have access to any other network. It's Starlink, and it's free, knocking me out. I don't know if we can move on to announcements, and then we'll come back. Just maybe the network can get better. I'm really sorry about this. Apologies. All
All
right.
right. All right. Thank you. Teresa, you can have the floor.
All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Ebenezer Andukwe. The announcement segment. So the Society of Petroleum Engineers, Section 104 Wari, presents Introduction to Reservoir Stimulation with OPM, that's Open Porous Media, which will be moderated by Janet Adesujo and facilitated by Joseph Abua, who is a graduate trainee, and this will be hosted tomorrow, Saturday, January 31st by 12 p.m. West African time. So if there's any other announcement, it will be reached out or it will be sent to the groups. But so far, this is the only announcements. Over to you, hosts.
Okay. No, Teresa is here. Okay, thank you very much, Ebenezer, for the announcement. So right about now, I'll be taking the membership drive. Please, the next slide. All right, so everybody already knows this, that this SP Wari section 104. And we are extending our hands to you to become part of us today. So become a member of SP Wari section 104. Reasons why you should become a member, right? You will get first-hand internship and career information. You will get mentorship offers from industry leaders. It includes scholarships and training, access to our vast technical and professional resource library / our knowledge base, just as we've had this ALP. And another reason is the networking with industry leaders and professionals, both on a local level and international level, and lots more. So if you want to be part of the SP Wari Section 104, we are extending a hand. We invite you to be part of us. So you could reach out to any of the YP you know, or you could just state it on the chat box. I would like to become a member, and I will take your details. Or you can fill the form on the slide. You can fill the form on the slide. You can just scan, and if you take it directly to the form base where you fill, and we'll get back to you. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much, Abby. I would like to bring the end of this LP by welcoming Paul Alabi for the closing remarks and the vote of thanks. He is the Career and Technical Lead of SPE and the YPY section. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Riza. Thank you so much, and thanks to everyone that's still on call up till now. We've actually spent quite some time, but I believe we had fun and we learned a lot. And sorry for the technical glitches we had at the time. Yeah. So, and I must say it was really a very impactful session. Like I remember the facilitator mentioning that LinkedIn is not the only branding tool here, and she gave us some other aspects, some other branding tools that's actually useful, and she made us understand that the most important thing is, what do you want to be known for? Have you found your niche? So what is it? Because it's not enough to just wanting to be posting, or it's not just enough to wanting to be seen. When people see you eventually, what do you want people to see you for, right? So that's all, and that's all what branding speaks to. So it's not just about posting on LinkedIn. It's not just about putting yourself out there. About what value are you offering, and what can people respect you for, right? So those are the which are actually very vital tools when it comes to building personal brands and all. And I want to sincerely appreciate the speaker once again. I've done that while presenting certificate for making out time to be with us out of our busy schedule, and for each and every one of us that actually joined as well. Thank you so much, and I believe we've learned a lot and we'll do well to put this into practice. To all our section officers on call as well. Yes, I would also say thank you. I know our white people here finally joined at some, as in, was finally able to speak at some point. Yeah, the ALP lead and so and all, and even the executives of the collaborating parties, I mean NMU and Makerere University Kenya. Thank you so much, and I look forward to future collaborations, and also look forward to your visibility as well, right? Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful night rest.
Thank you so much, Paul Alabi. I just want to thank everyone as well for attending this ALP session until now. I think it is safe to just call it to a close. I'll hand it back over to Abby. Thank you very much. And that was me, your moderator, Teresa Richard.
Okay, thank you very, very much, Teresa. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, for staying on the call up to this time. I think it's safe to call it a day. I don't know. Miss Juliana, would you still like to go on with the slide, though?
I guess just call it a day. The network is really
All
bad
right.
and it's turning me out. Thank you so much. And
Thank you very much. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, everybody. Thank
All
you.
right. Bye. Thank you. It was such a good time today. Thank you to all the organizers, Amos, William, my colleague, Teresa, NMU, IU. We all did amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you to our speaker as well. It was such a good time.